Ladies and gentlemen, I, Toyama, will introduce to you a story set in the late 5th century, located in North Europe. The story tells the tale of a hero who possessed so much famous weapons that are mostly useless. He had to fight with his own fist most of the time. A hero who has many well-geared companions by his side, who are a bunch of cowards. He had to fight on his own most of the time. It is the story of Beowulf. The story begins with a great king of Dan, which is the ancient Denmark. This king named
Sailed.
is known for his achievements of conquering his enemies, and then he dies. So the demise of the crown keeps going on, and then the throne goes to
Hrothgar.
one of the main characters in this story. Hrothgar is also a good king like his ancestor. In order to commemorate for his greatness, he builds the great smith hall of all time called
Herat.
After they complete building Herat, they start having hard Catholic party in there, praising their almighty God all the time. The sound they make is so loud that it disturbs an evil fiend. Its name is Grendel, the offspring of the infamous Cain. Yes, he is that Cain who killed his brother and lied to God
I didn't do that.
and got banished. After his banishment, somehow he got the power of producing monsters, and Grendel is one of them. Let's get back to them. After Hrothgar and his soldiers fell asleep in Herat, Grendel strikes out from his lair at night. It successfully performs a devastating attack on Herat. Many soldiers are killed even before they noticed, and the guardian of Dan, the great king Hrothgar, can do nothing but mourn for his soldiers. The conflict with Grendel lasts for over 12 years until our hero arrives. One day, the shore patrol of Dan sees a ship full of soldiers approaching. He let them in instead of warn others because reasons. The leader of this group is our hero Beowulf. Beowulf meets Hrothgar and promises him that he will defeat Grendel. Hrothgar believes his words as he knows both Beowulf and his father. That is, he knows what an excellent warrior Beowulf is, and they hold one more party in Herat in order to lure Grendel out. At the party, one of Hrothgar's men wants to challenge Beowulf, so he uses a competition Beowulf lost to mock him. But Beowulf says that it is actually him who wins at the competition, and all the others cheers for him. Also, he claims that he won't need a weapon to kill Grendel, as he believes that his power is no less than the beast, making others admire him even more. And when the night comes, everyone left Herat except Beowulf and his soldiers. As expected, Grendel strikes again to Herat. When Grendel arrives, he grabs one of Beowulf's men and swallows him in a blink. Beowulf can do nothing, but to wait for a chance to strike. When Grendel goes at Beowulf, he grabs his arm tightly, and then they fight each other in Heorot. The powers of these two are so strong that many walls are broken and furniture are destroyed. Eventually, Grendel is outweighed by Beowulf, and one of his arms torn off by Beowulf's mighty grab. He has to run away from Heorot, while unable to escape his own death. Beowulf gains his glory victory, and hangs Grendel's arm on the wall as a trophy. All the people in Den take Beowulf as their hero. Hrothgar grants him many treasures, and the one who mocked at Beowulf gives him a sword, which is said that it never failed him once. Everyone celebrates Beowulf's victory in Heorot. However, out there is still a fiend and dangerous Den. This beast, being a relative to Grendel, is eager for revenge on Den people. It is no smaller threat than Grendel to Den, as its power is equal to, or even bigger than Grendel. This monster coming after Grendel is Grendel's mother, like literally. So Grendel's mother strikes Heorot in the same way as what her son did. After the celebration for Beowulf, everyone in Heorot falls asleep, and that's when Grendel's mother attacks. She enters the hall and kidnaps an important elder in them. The soldiers are too late to stop her. Thus, Hrothgar is in deep depression again. When Beowulf arrives, he suggests Hrothgar that rather than sitting at here, they should go after the monster. So they follow its trail to its lair. At the entrance of the lair, there is a deep lake blocking their way. They also found the head of the kidnapped elder lying on the floor. After seeing this, Beowulf still refuses to stop. He jumped down the lake, leaving all the others watching on the land. The only thing they can do is pray for his safety.
2 hours later.
He's probably dead. Let's go. As soon as Beowulf jumps down the lake, Grendel's mother swims to him in a very high speed. He tries to kill him with his long claws, but his armor is too strong to penetrate.
Try me, bitch.
So it runs away, and Beowulf follows. Then, they both reach the cave where the monsters live. Beowulf draws out the sword he got from the elf, and strikes it. Surprisingly, the sword that never failed its owners, fails its owner. The sword can deal any damage to Grendel's mother. Then, Beowulf sees a great golden sword on the corner. It is said that it served the god as a weapon against giants in the ancient world. So he throws his own sword away, runs past the monster, and holds the golden sword that no ordinary man can use. He strikes it down on its head, and the first attack of this sword becomes the finishing blow of Grendel's mother. After Beowulf kills Grendel's mother, he finds Grendel's body in the cave. So he cuts off its head and brings it back. In his way leaving the lake, the blood flowing out from Grendel's head melts down the blade of the golden sword. Because this weapon is too OP that it shouldn't be used again. When Beowulf returns Heorot, Hrothgar, amazed by his survival, welcomes him as his own son. Beowulf receives even more treasures and gains the eternal respect from all Den people. Beowulf likes them as well, but it is time for him to leave and return home. Hrothgar sees Beowulf off, but inside of him, he knows that he don't want to let him go. So, with loads of treasure on board and his useless companions by his side, Beowulf returns to his homeland, Git.